Hi everyone. Okay, I'm back. I'm telling you, I wasn't gonna film tonight because it's tonight. What is tonight? Tonight is Tuesday night. We're gonna use Doodlebug's Take Note. So I wasn't gonna film because I have been busting butt in my craft room. I got a lot of new stuff in, and I had a nice haul from Tuesday morning, and I just, I have to have my stuff organized, and then I decided my rubber stamps needed to be, differently organized, and, well, not, my other stamps are fine. It's my, red rubber, but the Greeting Farm stamps, and those are my favorite stamps, and they're all in, like, the 12 by 12 that you get at Costco, the plastic bins. Michael's has them, too, and, they're just all like crumpled together, and I'm like, why? I don't like this. What are you doing? I want to be able to use them, and I don't, because they're just buried. And so I decided to, I asked on the Scrapbookers, Scrapaholics Anonymous, Adele Inky Quills group, what people do to store that, how they store their red rubber stamps, because I'm like, I really need something different, and I don't want CDs because I don't have room for that. I don't have room for CDs. So especially because I went back to Stampin' Up, so I don't have that kind of room for those type of things. So where's my paper? Here it is. So yeah, so I just so then someone mentioned going to Daiso. And that's the store that's $1.50, unless it's advertised not, sometimes they'll say $3 or whatever. But, so they said, go to Daiso's and get those 8x4, let me show you, because, it's easier for me to show you. So they told me to get this A4 size container, in that it would stick on each side. Well, I found that they don't stick on each side, so what I did is I put my Spellbinders card kits into here instead, and I love it. I love it. $1.50, you guys, Daiso's, and they're shipping those ridiculous, so it's better if you have one in your area. And well, so then I got that, and then I brought it home. This is all yesterday. I brought it home, and I did not like it. I did not like it at all. I would not recommend it. So what I ended up doing was, I was looking at this scrap rack today. I really don't want that thing because it takes up so much room, but I thought, oh, should I use that? Because if you watch my craft room tour, then I have to have my stuff in front of my face in order to use it. If it's in a drawer or if it's in a cabinet, it's done. I don't remember at all. So I'm like, okay, so how do I do this, where I'm more organized, because I love organization, and I'm always organizing, and it's just something I love to do. It relaxes me on top of, crafting, but organizing does too. And, I don't like, there's some things that I like that are expensive, but there are things that aren't expensive. So I do like quality stuff for certain things, but not everything. Like my little dollar bins that hold the colors of my scraps, that, it's $1. It's perfect, and it doesn't, but the stuff that gets slammed, all the time, that's why I got the close to my heart bins, and they got rid of those bins, so, which is stupid, but they did. Well, then I just noticed yesterday that they had a new one, a new large bin. And I'm like, oh man, all I needed was one more large bin and one more medium bin. That's all I needed. And I'm like, darn it. So yeah, so they don't sell those anymore, but they brought out a large one. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to get the large one. Let me try it out. Let me see what I like. So I have 2 on order. So we'll see. Hopefully that will work for me. But yeah, so so I have been doing this. I have been organizing and having fun, and I'm trying to do it all. And Tim's working, well, he was working 48 hours. I was going to film yesterday, but like I said, I went shopping. I went to Daiso's on Tuesday morning, and by the time I got home, I was done, you know, because just it wears me out to drive, and I have to drive an hour away, you know, so an hour there, hour back, and it's by myself, and, you know, I'm just cruising it kind of thing, and it just wears me out. It really does. Driving does. And so I was done. And so I didn't get to film. So I was kind of bummed about that. And then like today, I've been organizing. I didn't even get to PL. Nope. I didn't get to PL at all. And Tim's been gone. But I have been busy in here. And so, yeah. So I've been doing stuff. So it's okay. But I want to do, you know, I want to do it all. I just can't. So, yeah. But anyway, so that's what's going on. So the other thing going on is that this week is week 2, and it was basically HELL hockey stick, whatever you call it, week, because oh my gosh, you guys, I will tell you this kind of week I had. So I will explain the pictures, because pictures tell it all. Monday, of course, it's always Monday or Friday. So Monday, Tim was home. The only day he's been home all week, right? Luckily he was home. So he was home Monday. We went to go get him glasses, and we went and did errands after I walked with my friend, because I walk 3 miles on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays with my friend. And after I get done walking, I go pick him up from work. So I go pick him up from work. We go to the eye doctor's. We go to the store. We go put around. We didn't get home till 10:30, I would say. Yeah, it was about 10:30. And we always get greeted by Kat and Dory. So we always get greeted by them. So we always, you know, like we stay, you know, 5 minutes just loving on them, and, you know, like, we're home, it's okay, you know, life is good, that kind of thing. So no problem. Well then, so we always have to go to Bus, because Bus does not get up before 10, and if we're not home, he doesn't get up before 3. So we weren't home, so he didn't get up, and so he's in the bedroom. And so I was the first to go to the bedroom, and I walk into my room, and I see him. So sorry. And so I see, so I'm the first one to see him, and I see him shaking. And I thought, okay, you know, because sometimes, you know, when puppies have bad dreams, they'll you know, pretend they're running, you know, or if a good dream or whatever, they're running. Well, I thought that was happening, and I'm like, okay, Bus, and I'm like, we're home, and nothing. And then I get next to him, and he's convulsing while looking. His eyes are wide open. So he was convulsing, and Tim explained it the perfect way. He wasn't seizing, he was convulsing. And so Tim described it as, he told the vet, because we had to rush him to the emergency room, and he described it as he was like a Parkinson's patient, you know, late stages Parkinson's, and that, you know, that described it perfectly. So scared the poop out of me. I am like freaking out. So I'm like, oh gosh, you know, my Bus, you know, so I'm like trying to yell at him, trying to get, you know, see if he can get out of this, and he's not. So he's just shaking and shaking and shaking, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So I mean, when he started, when I saw that he was convulsing, I immediately called our vet, and they told me to bring him in. So Tim carried him, 83 pounds. He carried him from our bedroom to the car, and trying to fight off both girls, because both girls love the car. They love the car, so they always have to be right there, because they always want to go for a ride. Well then, so we're fighting them off, trying to get Bus out the door, get Bus to the hospital, and the whole ride there, though, he was sitting up, and he was just looking out the window, and so that was good. So he stopped convulsing. So I'm like, and then I knew he wasn't feeling good the day before. I knew that I was going to call on Monday, because he sounded like he had a cold. And you know, when you're a mom, whether it be from fur babies or humans, it doesn't matter. If you're a mom or dad, and you're around your kids, 2, 4, like, it doesn't matter. Even your significant other, if you know when they're sick, right? You know, I know when my husband's sick. So, you know, no matter what, you know. If you have someone in your life, you know what, you just know, right? And so I knew that he didn't sound right. His snores were not the correct kind of snores. And it sounds funny, but I knew that my vet would understand because he knows that I know my babies. So he walked into the vet's office on his own. So doc said, okay, we'll keep him and we'll do tests and stuff. So they did test on him, and his white cells were way too high. So he had a severe infection. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So this poor baby, and it was cute too, because he is not one to, you know, like, be nervous at the vet. Like, you can hear him snoring, and it was so cute. We went to go pick him up, and he was snoring. Everyone's like, he is loud, and we were just laughing because we're like, yeah, because they're, you know, they always get amazed that they sleep with us, you know, or they, you know, we sleep with them more than I should say that we get to sleep with them, and so. So that ended up happening, and they just said he has a severe infection, so you know, he has to be on antibiotics and stuff. So that was cool. That was good news. So I was like, okay, fine. So I'll tell you, so that was Monday. We get home, we go pick him up, we get home, and lo and behold, Cat has this growth on her. She has this growth that has been there for a while. Everybody, you know, they have always said, you know, just keep an eye on it. And, you know, it didn't grow overnight. Nothing like that. It's just that they didn't want to do anything about it just yet. So it was like, okay, fine. We get home and it's bleeding. It's bleeding because it's half torn off. And I'm like, of course it's half torn off. Now all of a sudden it's half torn off. So I'm like, oh my goodness. So I call them and they're like, is it an emergency? And I'm like, no. And they're like, okay, can you bring her in on Thursday? And I'm like, yeah, no problem. Bring her in on Thursday. And it's surgery day. So just leave her because we'll do surgery on her. And I'm like, yeah, you're going to have to do surgery on her. So she had surgery on, I tell you guys, we have bought our vet and his kids and his grandkids, they all have Porsches because of us. I'll tell you that much. So we have bought them everything. And our babies are just $1 million babies. And so never ever adopt or, you know, get any 2 or 4-legged baby that you can't afford. Seriously, because this stuff happens. It happens all the time. So like Rocky, we were at the vet every 4 weeks. On the dime, and every 4 weeks it was either, you know, getting a shot for allergies, or on the 8th week having surgery for some sort of growth. So no matter what, it's just always something. And so yeah, so she went in for surgery that day. She came out and look at her stitches. Oh, they cut her open really well because they got, you know, if it was cancerous, they got it all out. So that was, you know, that's perfectly cool. So, yeah, so it's a wide spot. So that was Thursday, and it was just like, when it rains, it pours. It really does. So yeah, and then this week he went yesterday and for his checkup, and he is fine, and he's like, he looks really good, everything else, but we're gonna do one more round of antibiotics because it was such a severe infection. So I said, yeah, no problem. So he's on antibiotics again for 10 more days, and then he goes back in, and then he reevaluate. Then he'll get his shot for his depot because his allergies are just inflamed, his and Cat's. So then Cat goes in on Thursday, this Thursday, yeah, 2 more days from now, and she gets her checkup. Well, she gets her stitches out, but they're going to keep her because of her allergy. She's messed with her paw too much, and so her paw is hurting. So they're going to evaluate her on Thursday. So yeah, so I'm like, okay, as long as they're okay, it's okay, but dang. So all in 1 week, and well, I'll tell you what. But that night, after he got antibiotics, after he got everything, he was one happy boy, because he is a ladies' man, and if you know what I mean, he is a lover, not a fighter, and he was having a good time with his stuffed animal. So he was perfectly fine. So the antibiotics helped him so much. So that was one of those, like, hallelujah, it's like, okay, good, you're good. So yeah, because I was telling Tim, I think I have like PTSD when it comes to the vet and leaving them, because it just, it's just, I'm so, every time I have to leave them, it feels like something goes wrong, and I have to put them down, and it's just like, oh my gosh. So yeah, it's, we always get the bad news, they have cancer, and it's like, oh my God. So yeah, so it's just, it's very traumatic for me. It really is. And I just, it's very hard. It is so unbelievably hard. But yeah, so but they're okay. But it's just, I'll tell you what, I need to figure out why that's turning off on me. I don't know why it is. But at least it warns me. It did warn me last time, and it warned me again, so that's okay. But boy, thank gosh it does warn me, or else I'd be talking to air, and then I'd be like, okay, I can't repeat anything, so I'm done. But no, I'm back. So, can you guys, am I in frame? Yeah, I'm in frame. So, that was our week, and that is one I don't really want to repeat, actually. So, yes. So, but everybody's okay. Oh, and no. And I didn't even tell you the rest of it. Yes, so this was last week. So Friday, which, yeah, Friday, this last Friday, Dory got sick. Dory got sick. She got where she, yeah, I'm talking your name. I'm saying your name. She's looking at like, what? She got sick. We thought we were going to have to take her to the emergency room. She, at 1 o'clock in the morning, she had a blockage. She was not feeling very well. So she ended up puking. She ended up just being really down, and yeah, so it was threes, because that was Friday night, and we didn't end up taking her to the vet because it's not our first rodeo, so we know what to look for. I know what to look for, and she was fine. She was not in distress, so, because I will not let my babies be in distress at all. So money, no, I don't care. No, they come first. So, but I knew what to look for, because this isn't the first baby we've had who eats toys, or who gets into things. So I unfortunately know about that one too. So but she and her gums were fine. I'm telling you guys, I'm seriously, I could go to vet school and I can kind of know almost a lot of it already. So but she she was not feeling good. But then I kept an eye on her while we were laying there. I didn't really sleep, but more than an hour or two the whole night, just making sure she was okay, and that kind of thing. And she was perfectly fine. So, but she hadn't pooped in 2 days, so that was bothering me. But I don't know if she poops every day or not. I just assume she does, but I don't watch them. I don't watch them all the time go poop. I will look in probably maybe once a week or so, go look and make sure, there's no worms, that kind of thing, because, the poop is, it tells you everything about life. It does. It does. I mean, everybody poops, right? And that's the book. And but when you look at their poop, you can see if there's something wrong. And you know, worms can be from eating a flea. So if they have a flea and they eat it, they can get worms. So you always have to check poop about once a week or so, just to know. And that's how I knew she had a blockage, because we went for a walk and she had a little bit of blood in her stool with some slime. And I'm like, okay, you know, so I'm doing this because now I can continue to talk to you guys. So yeah, so that's this cute bug life, and that's what it basically was. So yeah, she's okay now. But I've been keeping an eye on her still, because I'm like, but no, she's perfectly fine. She has pooped since then, and but oh my goodness, you guys, it's been a crazy week, and it is just like, it's, if I drank, I would have a drink. So it would be one of those, like, yeah, let me just sit here with my cocktail and just try and veg out for a minute. So, because it's so stressful. But anyway, so that was my week. I'm back now, so it's all good. I'm gonna finish this off camera like I usually do, because I'm good. I'm done. I'm done with my story, because oh yeah, it's craziness. When it rains it pours, and that's exactly what happened. Did I not put that down? I thought I did. I did, huh? But it didn't stick. How weird. So let me say thank you to Kai's mom, and let me say thank you to Karina. Is it Nilsson or Nielsen? Nilsson. I'm not sure. Elizabeth Yunkin and Cheryl Nevins. Thank you, ladies, so much for leaving me a comment. So thank you. I appreciate you guys so much. Aren't my babies cute? My babies are so cute. So anyways, you guys take care. I have week 48 done. I'm going to work on week 3 this week. So I am going to kick butt, I swear, guys. So I'll be back. Tim starts his tour on Thursday, so I'll be back on Thursday. And then he starts Thursday, Saturday, Monday, Wednesday. So I will be back for sure. All right, guys, Vanna Hands. Take care, everyone. Love you guys. Bye.